going on, everyone? John Matrix here. It's been a minute since we've done a Backrooms video, but Kane Pixels put out a new video less than a couple weeks ago here. It's a short one. It's 4 minutes long, but we're going to check out this Backrooms video here. Backrooms Static Dead End, again by Kane Pixels. So links will be down below in the description to Kane Pixels channel and to this video without my commentary and reaction. I'll probably just have the playlist for the Backrooms link down below, so you can check out all of them if you haven't already. But yeah, so without further ado, we're just going to jump into this video here real quick. Again, this is Backrooms Static Dead End, a little 4-minute video on the continuation of this Backrooms series. So let's see what we get here.
No, I don't like this, and you shouldn't either.
What are you trying to get out of this, Marvin? We're on the same side, for God's sake. I don't disagree that things were handled poorly.
Oh, we're at Async here, okay.
Try to have a little perspective here.
Handled poorly. They killed him, George. He was alive and well, and you can't tell me for a second that the United States Department of Energy didn't have the resources to fix things. Are you kidding me?
Neither you nor I know exactly what happened, and frankly, it shouldn't be something that concerns us. Look, I know you appreciate how lucky we are to be a part of this project. It's not worth dying on this hill.
Yeah, well,
Interesting. So in the conversation, they said they killed him. From what it's been a while, but from what I remember, one of the things that happened during some of the last videos is one of the guys that went in there that disappeared had reappeared. They had made some story to kind of cover up that he had died, but not, or whatever, and he kind of escaped. So I wonder if they basically kind of put a head out on him or something. They're talking about that one guy that said fell down the hill. I don't know. Interesting. Let's continue.
what if next time it's you? Huh? Or me?
Marv, come on.
You want to put me down like an animal over a minor fucking...
It's also interesting that this stuff looks like it's almost kind of packed up, right? Like we saw before that there were people from like the Department of Defense, I think, or at least in the government, standing with Async people over this, looking at this, and now this almost seems kind of like it's packed away.
Hiccup, give a speech at my memorial. It's not cost effective, George.
Yeah, but we're not going to let that happen, are we? You know how I know? You're the 4th person I've had this conversation with. Nobody wants a repeat of what just happened. Listen, I know how stressful this is, but the best thing you can do now is just take a couple weeks off, give yourself a chance to process, and, you know, that'll show them that we can handle these kinds of things.
Yeah. Sorry, I know, you're right. I think I just had to get that out of my system.
What is going on?
No, please, I get it. I think it's the right call.
Did they shut it down? Did they remove the connection to the back room? Because, like, this is the doorway, right, where they entered, and it always has the red line going into, you know, like yellow office rooms, but it's not there anymore.
You gotta keep pushing forward, okay?
Okay. So yeah, one of the guys that fell down these holes, they're in this area now. Okay. Are we gonna actually see what they saw back here before? Because there was one of the videos, one of these guys that was going in here exploring went back in here and was telling people to come over here because he found something, and we never saw what was back here before.
George?
Oh, hey.
Hey. Have you had a chance to look around back here yet?
No, not yet, but I'm seeing it now.
Okay, cool. Wait here for a second.
And so far it looks like nothing, right?
Yeah, we'll call in just a moment.
Sure.
Looks like it's just another room.
But I think there's
Is there stuff on the floor over there? Is it some of that mold?
Oh, weird. This is even... Ugh. This is even stranger than I thought.
But I want to make sure that I down, up,
Huh.
right, up, down, this one.
Is it like two surfaces blending together? I'm going to probably go back through this, but there was like that pattern on the wall that we see here, but then there was another pattern like blending together with it or something. Like there's like straight lines.
Well, Mark didn't say anything about it flowing in a specific direction, but he did say that it was, remember, pretty horizontal in nature. It was stretching off around the corner. So the pattern seems to align pretty closely to what he illustrated.
Yeah, so wait, this is the room you guys already cleared?
Yeah, so we went around and checked it out earlier. It's a dead end. There's some dips in the floor that I would recommend you avoid. We haven't checked those yet, but all signs point to it being safe. So venture at your own peril.
All signs point to it being
I think you'll be
safe.
fine.
Okay.
Random soccer ball in the middle of the floor, you know? Yeah, that looks safe.
Oh, okay, you weren't kidding. This is interesting.
Oh, okay. Okay. What is happening here?
No, I don't like this, and you
So let's go back through some of this.
No, I don't like this, and you shouldn't either.
What are you trying to get out of this, Marvin? We're on the same side, for God's sake. I don't disagree that things were handled poorly, but please, can you try to have a little perspective here?
Handled poorly. They killed him, George. He was alive and well, and you can't tell me for a second that the United States Department of Energy didn't have the resources to fix things. Are you kidding me?
Neither you nor I know exactly what happened, and frankly, it shouldn't be something that concerns us. Look, I know you appreciate how lucky we are to be a part of this project. It's not worth dying on this hill.
So someone died. I think that they're talking about, I mean, I think they're talking about the guy that disappeared, and they think that he's dead. And so, like, this is like the initial conversation they have about covering it up, right? I think that's what this is.
Yeah, but what if next time it's you? Huh? Or me?
Marv, come on.
You want to put me down like an animal over a minor fucking hiccup?
Or not. Because it sounds like they literally had someone killed. I kind of honestly want to start this over again, this conversation real quick.
Marvin, we're on the same side, for God's sake. I don't disagree that things were handled poorly, but please, can you try to have a little perspective here?
Handled poorly. They killed him, George. He was alive and well, and you can't tell me for a second that the United States Department of Energy didn't have the resources to fix things. Are you kidding me?
Neither you nor I know exactly what happened, and frankly, it shouldn't be something that concerns us. Look, I know you appreciate how lucky we are to be a part of this project. It's not worth dying on this hill.
Yeah, but what if next time it's you? Huh? Or me?
Marv, come on.
You want to put me down like an animal over a minor fucking hiccup? Give us speed.
Maybe they're talking, so like, remember back when the guy that disappeared, right, reemerged and he attacked one of the groups and like took one of the guns from them and he killed one of them, right? Maybe that's what they're talking about in this conversation here. They're going over that. I don't know. Because like, who else would they be talking about that they killed? Because like any of the people that have gone into the back rooms that have died from the stick boy monster things, whatever they're called, right? I don't think they know that they've died in there. And that's not necessarily like direct, like it's not an action that they took. This is sounding more like they either had someone killed or they know that someone specifically got killed and they're covering it up.
My memorial, it's not cost effective, George.
Yeah, but we're not going to let that happen, are we? You know how I know? You're the fourth person I've had this conversation with. Nobody wants a repeat of what just happened. Listen, I know how stressful this is, but the best thing you can do now is just take a couple weeks off, give yourself a chance to process, and, you know, that'll show them that we can handle these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, well, I guess it's...
Sorry,
yeah.
I know, you're right. I think I just had to get that out of my system. I don't know what that was.
No, please, I get it. I think it's the right call. You gotta keep pushing forward, okay?
So yeah, they have a conversation where it sounds like they know someone died or they specifically killed someone, but they're trying to push forward with this. And it seems like at some point in time, either this is an indication, right? Either this right here, because the back rooms aren't open, this is either an indication that this conversation has taken place before the back rooms, you know, they actually made a connection with it and they opened the door to this other dimension. And so maybe there was another person who was involved originally in this process that these guys killed and covered up. Like maybe he knew that there was going to be a problem and something was going to be unstable. And so like, that's what this conversation is about. And that's a person or party that we don't know about yet. And because that we don't see the back rooms in this door, that this is an indication that this has happened before that, or this is an indication that at some point in time, the back rooms had gotten shut down. Right. And this conversation is something that we are being privy to after the fact. I don't know. I think what they're getting at is when that guy broke out, escaped, Async said he had an accident and failed to cover the fact that he got away. Maybe the other employees think they killed him. It also indicate that they've always been able to turn the connection on and off when they want. Maybe. It could be. Because, right, like one of the other earlier videos we saw, like it seemed like the initial experiment took place back in the early 70s during the JFK administration, I think, right? And we saw them activate something, and then we see the sky like split in a certain way and like rotate around in a certain way. So maybe maybe someone who was involved in that initial experiment got off or something, you know, who knows? I don't know. This part though, from this part on, I don't really understand. We don't really like see much of anything here that seems to be of import, right? Like we know this area was explored in previous videos and one of the guys fell down here and was chased by one of the creatures in here, right? And yeah, this room right here, one of the guys that was exploring this said he had found something and wanted people to come back here, but we were never privy to it until now. But it just looks like a normal room, but the pattern just happens to be different in here. There's like lines, horizontal lines going on the walls, and a pattern change that leads back. Like I wonder what these guys are doing here, right? Like it looks like I can't really tell what that is, but it looks like these guys might be getting samples of something. So I don't know if there's maybe like mold down here or whatever that they were getting a sample of, or if they're just getting a sample of the wall, but they also have like different parts taped off for some reason.
But I think they're bonding together enough that it should come out chunkier.
And like there doesn't seem to be any significance that I can tell about for what they're taped off with, right? And then yeah, he just kind of goes down through here, and then we see in a dead end here with all kinds of things.
All signs point to it being safe, so venture at your own peril.
Oh,
I think you'll be fine.
okay.
I guess maybe this is just an indication that certain rooms are unstable, and like the wall here looks tile, right? But obviously things are not right in here. So I don't really know what other things this could be indicating, right?
Oh.
Other than, yeah, like there's just some rooms that are unstable.
Oh, okay, you weren't kidding. This is interesting.
And we hear some kind of like there's like a noise in the background building up, almost kind of like a staticky kind of noise, I guess. So I wonder if this is supposed to be like an indication that there's like a doorway thing here, right? Because remember, one of the guys that disappeared heard a bunch of noises, went down a hallway, looked back, and then there was like a flash, and like he got moved forward in time or something. So I don't know if that's kind of an indication or something like that. The ending seems odd, just kind of cuts off. I'm not sure what the reason for it. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out later, but I don't know what this mound or this chair on top of the mound is, if it has any kind of significance. Like, that's the one thing with like Kane Pixels in the Backrooms here. I feel like the most of the stuff that we see has some kind of meaning or significance, but it's just not necessarily revealed to us yet, you know? And yeah, we just keep hearing that noise. So, I don't know. Interesting. But yeah, that was another episode of the Backrooms. This was a short one. It was 4 minutes long. This was called Static Dead End. And yeah, that was the Backrooms by Kane Pixels. So links will be down below in the description to the Backrooms playlist. I'll have that up here. And to Kane Pixels channel. So if you enjoy, the Backrooms, be sure to go over there and give this video his like. And yeah, give Kane Pixels a sub if you enjoy his content. So that's gonna do it for this video here, guys. But yeah, appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a like and subs. It helps me and the channel grow. And I hope you're having yourselves a wonderful day. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy, boys.